Hi everyone, welcome to a new segment we're going to try out where we talk to different people from different communities. In this video, we're going to introduce Joe Boss Red 7. So, hi Joe, thanks for joining us, man.
Hello, everyone out there in the galaxy.
How you doing, mate? Good, good.
Good, man. Good, happy, fat man. Always happy. Always good.
Well, it took us a while to get this video together. We've been talking about it for like a month or so, trying to get
Yeah,
it
but
done.
we procrastinate. We procrastinate.
I blame waiting for these overlays to get done. It's not my fault. I'm just, do what we can. So you are relatively well known on the FFG forum. Should we go that way?
I
Relatively.
can say I'm well known. Whether I'm famous or infamous, that's entirely debatable.
Yeah, yeah, good man. Um, I think I chatted to you properly for the first time when I was doing one of my Monday night gaming streams, and you had all of your little cartoons for me to fly around the screen and have some fun with.
Our bromance began on that very evening, ladies and gentlemen, because when I saw him playing with my little cartoons that I had lovingly spent an entire year to create, and he was having fun during a serious business tournament, what was not to love?
Yeah. So there we go. I mean, you're probably best known outside of the forums for your blog you do on your different Star Wars games and FFG stuff. So do you want to take a bit of time to talk about that?
Well, I'll tell you, man, we all have different uses for the technology we enjoy. In today's society, you almost have to have a Twitter or Facebook, or you're messing around on Reddit or Snapchat, or you're doing some kind of little periscoping. And already some of these things I'm identifying are obsolete, maybe. One of which are blogs on G Plus, on Google Plus. I've noticed
Oh man.
that when you take the time to put stock into your hobby and you share it with a few friends, you get one of two results. You're a tumbleweed having fun in the wild outer rim zones, or
That's,
you're popular and you're
yeah,
getting interaction. So for me, I just do it because I love toys,
yeah. One of
and
those
I accept that love.
screaming to avoid. No one out there to hear, but I enjoy screaming, so it's okay.
It's true, though, man. I got a few friends in other states because I've moved around some. When you get to be middle aged like I am, you've moved around and you leave some good people behind
Yeah.
that were your best friends. And so I'm still in touch with a lot of people in different states. And I know that they keep track of me on my blogs and silly stuff. So
Yeah.
that was one reason why to do it. And another reason was I wanted to document like the whole culture. Our culture is just really gone into that documentation. I mean, Periscope, really, guys? So
Yeah.
thus blogs. I mean, so I
Well,
just like say, look, I bought this month, and then I go back a year and go, okay, that's when I got my Raider and
you mean
a bunch of extra
you
TIE fighters. And okay, I remember that now. It's just
you mean when you got your X7 fix and your Palpatine card? See, I'm just building up to what the topic's going to be about. I'm slowly rolling us in there.
that dirty meta exists whether you want it to or not.
Yeah. So I think the main topic we wanted to stick to for today was going to be some X-wing chatter. So
Mhm.
obviously I touched on it there. The tournament gaming that the vast majority of the people who frequent the forums enjoy. And obviously, we've had a couple of conversations on this in the past, and it isn't actually what you enjoy. So, do you want to go into your preferred method of gaming, Joe Boss?
My preferred method of gaming. Hold up, fat man break. Every time I turn these lights on and move around for a little bit, I start to sweat. But you know what, for real, man, being a jolly old soul, I don't care about the meta. And yes, I understand the definition of meta, my friends.
Yeah.
It's the way the game is played. But in this specific
Yeah,
usage,
it's not used in its functional definition. It becomes its
meta
own
is
thing.
almost it's a hype word to say, yo, I know what to do. And if you ain't like me, you ain't gonna win no tournaments, y'all. Thus, and net listing, which is Meta's stepbrother,
Yeah,
you know, I just don't like that. Now I know people love to go and be competitive. I used to play football,
yeah,
I remember high school, guys. I remember going and having 4 or 5 guys trying to knock me down while I'm covering the leader by myself. And the quarterback ain't worried at all when I'm in front of him. I remember being a kind of cool dude, jock, jock, jock. But you don't transfer that into a Star Wars miniatures game and pretend to have anyone take you remotely seriously. And what you get, other than people like Paul Heaver and some other cool cats like Paul, you get this Jocko Rama on the internet, which is boisterous and a little bit annoying. And for me, I'm just a jolly old St. Joe. I love the spaceships.
Yeah.
I love the stories. I love the movies. And I don't care if you don't like Fat Han. I love Han and Chewie and Luke and Leia and R2 and 3PO and Ben and the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. I think
I'm going to play that ship anytime I want to, and I don't care if the meta says no.
I think one of the first conversations we had was talking about the different ways I used to do demo games, and that one of the ones I used to run was Han with Chewie and Luke crew and trying to run away from an asteroid field with the TIE fighters chasing.
How dare you play the movies? What's wrong with you? Don't you have any imagination?
But yeah, I mean, going through, I'll put an alternate perspective, because I know obviously you do focus on the fun gaming over tournament style of gaming. And
I'm damn near RPGing with toy spaceships,
I'm just back from Worlds, that's why the content's been a little bit light. And obviously,
that's a busy time for you, Kris. I mean, good gracious, trying to keep track of that is...
Yeah. I just go to have fun. I didn't take it seriously. I went 2-5 in X-Wing, just playing a nice cheap list.
So
I wanted to see.
Halfway up the middle. You were fair middling. Yeah.
No, it was fine. It was good fun. I won some games, lost some games, had some good dice, had some bad dice. Good times had by all.
Kris, tell me, what does that equate to on a scale of 1 to 10? Does that mean you rated it like a 5-point-ish?
I think technically my X-Wing skill level's somewhere around fucking abysmal. But no, it's good, man. It's better.
Oh, nice, man. Where the losers go to pretend like they're in a Star Wars movie. Come on over.
It gets worse, man. I went to the Imperial Assault as well and went 0-5, running 4 bounty hunters. So it was really embarrassing. So the last round, playing against an opponent, it's like
I've never been embarrassed playing my
it's not. It's in. Well, I'll get there. We'll get there. So we sat down. It's like, I've only been playing for like 6 months or so. He's got a decent list, a good idea of what he needs to do to play the game. He knows how it works. And it's like, do you play a lot? I'm like, yeah. It's like, so why did you bring this list? It's like, well, I got tired of finishing second at regionals. And it's like, I'm not lying. I'm telling him the truth, but it makes you sound like a bit of a dick. You're 0-4, playing the fucking shittest list you can think of. And you're like, so
wild wings and killer axes, baby.
Yeah, and it's like I could have taken something competitive, but I wouldn't have enjoyed myself as much. And
what's the point of going, man? It's like I was referring to a moment there, and I did a ham-fisted job of it. But it's like football.
Yeah.
And when you're in your 30s and 40s, like a lot of us cats are that love Star Wars from our childhood, literally. If you love Star Wars from your childhood, you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s now.
Yeah.
Let's be real. And I don't feel the need to try to destroy my opponent on a table and out-think them and out-fly them and win a trophy. To me, that's not fun. To some people, it is.
Yeah.
So I love your attitude about it. Well, I just went and had fun, and I'm to quote you, you're abysmal. So what?
Yeah. No,
did you have fun?
Yeah. And I think part of the thing I wanted to try and get into you with was obviously your anti-tournament, anti-meta thing. I don't think necessarily tournaments are a problem. It's people's approach to a game in general.
You can play tournaments and have a ball. Just don't be a dick.
Yeah. And that's what my, not this t-shirt I've got on, but I've got my fly casuals scored through, and it's just don't be a dick. That's the key to life, man.
Well, I tell you, man, that's one reason why I reached out to you. And I reached out to that no good bum Jimbo on Shut Nigerian, the lazy scallywag. he and I could be brothers, just like you and I could, as far as our mentality on this game. Okay, because I know how to play and kick somebody's ass. I can do it. I don't want to. I don't want to gear it up and wind it up and brew, 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 and be a football hero again and destroy somebody with a list. I've been playing this game since it started, yo.
Yeah.
I know how to destroy your ass. Why? And they ain't gonna make me a better man, and they ain't gonna make me have a bigger schlong. It ain't gonna make me popular with the ladies.
Well,
Why are they destroying somebody with a list that I can tweak to the? Believe me, I can tweak a list. You remember Vorpal Sword on the FFG forums?
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite enemies. We were enemies, dude, because of that antithesis of the entire approach to the game. I'm here to have fun. I don't care if you don't like Han Solo, and I don't care if you can shoot him down with concentrated fire. I'm going to play the Millennium Falcon because guess what? It's in all the Star Wars movies, and I love it. Period. But Vorpal would be like, I'm going to explain to you why you should or shouldn't play the Millennium Falcon in this current meta. And he would go into these long college thesis level, like when the twin laser turns came out. Remember that?
Yep.
When it first came out, them damn TLTs. Man, he wrote like it was a scrolling, like the introduction to a Star Wars film. It was this scrolling deal, and it got hundreds of comments and thousands of views on the forum. I respected him. I understood what he was saying, and I just didn't care because I'm not going to use TLTs like those people that still think they're in college or whatever trying to be a job. I'm not going to do that. The most you'll ever see from me is 3, and that's going to be on Scum. It ain't going to be on Rebels, because that's a scummy thing to do. Theme, brother, story, RPG in space with plastic toys. I know I can do that and bring Hort Slam and Bang Bang Boom. I know.
Yeah. I mean, there's the people who do enjoy the math behind the game. Yeah, and I appreciate the maths behind it, but
I do too, and understand it. We understand it.
Yeah.
A 10-year-old can understand it.
I think that I wouldn't want to play the math. I want to play the game. So I will.
Every time that's fun is if you're like a Cyberdyne Systems for real, and you need to know the spread of the radiation to destroy your mortal enemies that created you to begin with. Then the math's important. Yeah. If I've got a budget and I want rent, utilities, and steak and shrimp to be guaranteed every month, math's important then.
No, I agree.
If I'm playing Star Wars spaceship game, I want 12 TIE fighters in my epic game. Not because FFG says bring 12 and 12 only of any one small ship. No, it's because I want 3 groups of 4. Because that's just great. You got the leader and he's got his 3 wingmen. That's beautiful. When you come in a large ship from 3 ways with 4 TIE fighters, hello, welcome to the game.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to cover, because obviously we've ran a little bit tight on time for our crappy scheduling.
We're liable to ramble.
Yeah, that's that as well.
We'll ramble on a little bit. Yeah.
You wanted to do a little bit of like other ways to play in that aren't necessarily
better than Jim and his little sorry crew over Shuttle Tiberium. Much better than that. We don't need a 30-minute intro talking about captain's questions that go off into nowhere good like where we would take it. We'd go into the Ice Pirates movie. The Ice Pirates movie is worth a discussion when you're relating it to Star Wars.
See, I don't listen to any. I don't do any other X-Wing content, so I have no idea.
Yeah, he's cool. He's like, he could be our older, like big brother or something. He's like 60 or something, I think.
Yeah.
Remember I said you're either 30, 40, 50, or in Jim's case, 67. If you remember the movies and you love this game, and you're trying to bring the love of the movies into the love of these spaceships that wonderful Fantasy Flight Games has provided for us.
Yeah. Well,
we can do it better than him.
So I wanted to touch briefly onto the last blog thing I saw that really perked my interest from you was
Oh, really?
the Scarif table you were going to work on.
Yeah, I'm working on it, bro. I can't bring myself to put $100 for one glorious oceanscape mat just yet because, gosh darn that daggone Eldritch horror. I'm like, the others,
Oh.
the new Godfather board game. Are you kidding me? Look at all those replacements for the sorry ass investigators that come with Mansions of Madness. We're not going off topic here. I'm not going to go
No, it's
crazy.
fine. It's fine.
But if you look at those gangsters and them dudes and gunmen and stuff from that new Godfather board game coming out in July, it's already in my miniatures market card. Those are ample replacements for the shoddy investigators that come with the Mansions of Madness game. So I'm just having fun with that. But no, I have been working on it. In fact, I won't walk around in my shorts and terrify the audience. For me to go get anything in my game room, you'd see me in my shorts, and no. But next time I'll wear actual pants. But I got some new cases just for that because once I start putting all these little terrain pieces like the palm trees and stuff, they're going to need to stack in a taller plastic, nice storage case.
Yeah.
So I've been buying it, man, and I'm almost ready to pass. The only thing I really need to do now, is get that daggone sea mat from my Deep Cuts.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? It's the one that's got the beach head.
Yeah.
And then it's got the sand and then the actual waves coming up. It looks just like another section of Scarif.
Yeah.
Without the Gilligan Island stuff going on. So yeah, that's a project that I work on it about 1 week out of the month.
Yeah. And you're gonna do like the ATST, it's an ATATs in there as well.
Oh my goodness, brother! I got the ACTs, I got the ATs, then I got the ATSTs. Yes, I got them. I got them.
Yeah, that's good, man. And just the fact that you can do fun stuff like that, it doesn't there's no crossover from FFG for these rules. I think we briefly mentioned like Heroes of the Aturi cluster as well being.
I've never read it.
We've got multiple. We've got multiple groups in Calgary who all run their own campaigns and have loads of fun. One thing I've noticed personally is a fall off in just casual pickup games X-Wing, but there's a lot more of this type of thing.
Bothering people, man. I mean, the Rogue One stuff, even on the forums, I'm almost all but gone on the forums now because when they start warning me for posting my little Star Wars emoticons as spam, now you're just pissing me off. Now you just don't care. All you want to do is be politically correct, like Kathleen Kennedy and her Star Wars movies. We got to have the girl and the black guy being featured, even though we don't even respect their characters in the movie. Don't edit this part out. I don't want people to hear this. It goes back to being a jock and destroying people and making your low self-esteem rise a half a millimeter because you beat somebody in a tournament. So the thing with that casual play, people are starting to get a little bit aggravated with Star Wars, dude, and I can feel it. Like I said, we've talked about it on our little Facebook chats and stuff. The groups are getting dead, man. I think people are afraid Trump's going to start the war, and it really will be then, Cyberdyne systems and all. I don't know. Y'all need to chill and just love life, man, and not be so upset because the groups and the forums and even on Twitter, I've seen a diminishing activity. It's almost like people are just hiding. I don't know. What are you afraid of? If it happens, we can't stop it. You'll just be in bed, and all of a sudden you'll be on fire, and that'll be it.
I think a lot of the X-Wing stuff is just oversaturation.
It is.
That 6 months gap, it's like worlds and then worlds, and it's like worlds, regionals, nationals, worlds, Star Championships is starting now. The kits were spoiled for Star Championships while people were still at worlds type thing. And it's a lot of X-Wing that people just get burnt out.
FFG is just bothering people. Like I said, I'm one of the happiest old fellas there, and now you want to threaten me with banning because I posted pictures of my little X-Wings and TIE fighters? And a topic talking about ships that need to be used more, we'd like to see these ships more often. Okay, and I posted some little X-Wings and TIE fighters fighting. Now that's spam all of a sudden.
It's the
You make
new
Joe sad.
the new universe of different moderators getting used to how the
It's that
forums go.
Asmo D trying to treat it like a European business. Have at it, y'all. But also, man, guys like you aren't on the forums. Why? Now, I ain't turning this into an FFG bash segment. I'm just seriously, why aren't you on those forums more often? You're one of the coolest people in the, or like Birdo from Sling Paint. The only guy I know outside of the FFG forums who is on the FFG forums all the time consistently is Jimbo on Shuttle Tidarium.
I just grew out of forums. I'll check them, but I only post if I feel like I got something to contribute or a topic interests me.
Well, that's awfully lofty of you considering the crap that gets posted on there.
No, I'm not. I don't.
You could just say hi and it would be a relevant topic. I mean, really?
Yeah, I've never been one to, like I say, scream into a void, as we were joking about earlier on. I don't. I don't need to tell people.
Yeah.
If I have an opinion that differs to the norm, I don't understand why, when you put a post on there, there'll be 17 posts saying, yeah, I agree. My wife gets really pissed off of this. It's funny. So she'll text her mum in the UK, and it'll be a simple statement, and then her mum will text her back saying, okay. So, that text probably cost you like £1.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, and it's like, you didn't have to text back okay. I knew you received it because that's how text messages work. And it's like, I don't need to see 17 people all agree with me. I enjoy it, when I put a post on and you get the likes and stuff. But
I'm a jukebox hero.
all right, Joe, I'm gonna have to wrap it up there, but we'll try and get together again and have a bit more of a chat. Maybe go deeper into some of the other games you play.
Specific. Like why I thumbed my nose at that Antari cluster thing. I got a lot of reasons for that, and I'll explain that maybe in our. Maybe we'll have some helpful content we can share, like Jimbo does, or like Birdo does. Be relevant.
Thanks a lot, mate. Any closing thoughts, or is that it summed up?
I had fun. This was a fun little try, man. First little trial run, and it was fun, man. Let's do it again if you want.
Yeah, no worries. I'll try and get it posted today. And thanks everyone for watching.